Owen, is Shannon a dog or is Shannon a gent?
Whoa, that is not what this is
Not
about.
as our judge, but as our friend.
Welcome everyone again to the trial of one Shanon M. Hyde.
I would argue that he was the founder of the Gents.
Well, when I see Shanon, I see two parts of him. And people can change, you know that? There's no one ever stays the same.
You seem to have a little bit of a discourse with a fella named Eric. It's just a procedure for Shannon. It's all mechanical.
Our manager gets concussed and sent to the hospital. One of her eyes rolls back, and Shannon decides to make a meme out of it.
Shannon planned a whole promposal for Skye.
You got the director of Jogea to come on.
Shannon has been nothing but nice to me.
Because I think Shannon is more of a dog than I am, honestly.
You see, like you said, I'm a little biased because we did date, but I think overall, looking back on it, I would have to say.
But by a score of 12-11, Shanon M. Hyde, you sir, are...
So we're gonna be calling Shanon Hyde.
Downey, this is your team. Please meet us at Dairy Queen. We miss you, Downey. Please. Please come Downey.
My name is Shanon Hyde, and I'm running to be your junior class president.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another very special episode of The Shanon Show, which I know Shanon says for pretty much every single pod, but this time it's actually true. Because today, the man who has made this all possible, giving us endless hours of entertainment over the past year or so, he is in the hot seat. That's right, the long-awaited trial to figure out if Shanon is a dog or a gent. It's finally here. Now, Shanon may think this is a little unnecessary, but we all knew it was just a matter of time, right? So before we get into all of that, I do believe introductions are in order. So first, I want to bring attention to the man who fought valiantly for George to stay a gent on the last trial. One of the most humble guys I've ever met, who still doesn't have his own episode, but somehow Downey does. Downey, we love you, but that's okay. It's the big O, Owen Stingley. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well, ready to fight for Mr. Hyde here. We're going to get him a certified gent.
Now, whatever you say, bro. Hell yeah. All right. So next up, we got George. Now, it pains me to introduce him, right, officially as a dog, but that is the dark world in which we live in, right? He's the reason all y'all got together for a Shammy Award-winning episode. Semper Fi to Devil Dog. What up, George? How you doing, bro?
Oh, raw reservist.
Okay, shut up.
He's becoming a dog today. He's becoming a dog.
That was happening. All right. Then we have a guy who, in my humble opinion, is the guest of the funniest episode in Shanon Show history. It's episode 8. I always go back to that one when I need a good laugh. The ultimate dog, and of course, the Kubi RBI leader. It's Sammy Williamson. What up, Sammy? How you doing, bro?
What's up, Johnny?
Next, we have the man of many names, guest of another very funny episode, the most famous pinch runner in Kubi history. He's known as Chunk and Chowder, but on his birth certificate, it says Andrew Barnes. What's going on, Chunk?
Hey, what's going on?
Easy money. Okay, now we have the main catalyst of Operation Atmosphere, the person who gave out the very first profound middle finger award in Shanon Show history. Of course, a fellow Kubi alumni serving our country as we speak. You better thank her for her service. It's Skye Waters. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Johnny.
What's going on? All right. And I guess it's last but certainly not least, we have a multi-time guest who knows all about the guy on trial today. I'm sure she's going to bring in some juicy details, which we can't wait to hear. It's our favorite manager, Chante Brooms. How you doing, Chante?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. So with that out of the way, I just want to make sure everyone knows that this is a live, actually, this isn't a live thing. So all bets are off, all right? You say what you need to say, right? You cuss, whatever. Shanon will edit it later. So don't worry about all that. Now, you may be wondering what I'm wearing, right? It's a robe, but I also got the gavel, right? So once I hit that, that's when we commence, right? And then, gotta do what you gotta do. Let's get it. All right. Here we go. There we go. All right. Gotta get in the mood. Justice Hoppe is in the house. Let's get it. All right. So, Shanon, before we start this, now regarding the trial, do you have anything to say to the Shans?
I do want to say a few things. Just to the Shans. I'll say firstly to the Shans. Also, Johnny, by the way, you did a phenomenal job with that intro. You should just take over the show at this point. That was way better than I could have done. Seriously, great job. To the Shans, I'd like to thank them all for watching. Per usual, make sure you press subscribe. But most importantly, some things are going to be said today that are simply not true. I just know that's going to happen. Some things are going to be brought up. They're just like, beyond false. So I just want you guys to know that between me and you, I've been real with you guys since day one. You know, I love you all and I wouldn't lie to you guys. I also want to say that some good things gonna be said about me. I want you guys to know I'm a humble guy. That's not what the show is about. It's not just to hype up Shannon and all the great things I've done. Because that's not what we're here for. We're just here to get some truth out and certify me as a gent, which pretty much is already done, but we just gotta dot some T's and cross some I's. And you don't cross I's or dot T's, so that's a little awkward. And to the guests, I'd like to thank everyone for being here. And honestly, Johnny, just carry it away, my man.
Okay, very well. In that case, welcome everyone again to the trial of one Shannon M. Hyde as we deliberate whether he is in fact a dog or a gent. My name is Justice Hoppe, and I'll be judging, moderating, and giving my final verdict over the proceedings today. Now, with that being said, I pass the floor on to Shannon as he makes his plea as to whether or not he is a dog or a gent. Shannon, go ahead.
Listen, guys, listen. This is not a hard task. We could be over with this in like 45 minutes max. Probably less than that. I'm a gent, always have been. I was one of the leaders on that Kubi baseball team who led with nothing but class and dignity, and I showed respect to my teammates and nothing less than that. I want you guys to know that I have been a class act since then, and I've been nothing more but more of a class act, since that happened. And I really appreciate you guys all being here, but, it's really not necessary. We all know what's going to happen. We all know I'm just like Owen, Isaac, Cruz, Johnny. I'm just another one, just another lovely gent in this beautiful world. And we're going to have some great discourse, but let's just get to it. Come on. Show me what you guys got.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, man. Now, I'd like to call the dogs onto the floor to give their opening statement. So, Sammy, Chunk, George, if you got anything to say, now is the time.
Chunk, you want to go first?
I mean, you already started talking.
Disorganized as usual. Classic dog.
Hey. All right, man. Well, first of all, I'm kind of caught between a rock and a hard place because Shannon, for as good of a guy as he is, he got kind of mixed up with a lot of controversy in Oki. Really
right out the gate.
I mean, I'm not the person to be opening this up, and George or somebody's got to open it up.
All right, here we go.
Say something out of pocket.
All right. For my trial, my trial's over. So I'm going to bring him down with me. Okay. If I'm going to be a damn dog, Shannon's coming down with me because I think Shannon is more of a dog than I am, honestly. We all know what he's done in Kubi. Okay. We all know what he's done outside of Kubi. All right. Sorry. Hold on.
Oh, no. Do you need a minute? Is this a little too much stress for you? Are you feeling the heat a little bit? Oh, okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry.
Please.
Hey, Judge, Your Honor, please.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. All right. We all know what he's done in the cave. We all know what's happened, okay? And
there's no Wi-Fi in the cave, bro. It's boring.
He's coming down with me. Chung, you have anything to say?
Shannon's a dog. What can I say? He's done some vile things in his day. Some things that I cannot repeat.
But we will.
But we will, yeah.
I said, hey, all bets are off. So you guys say what you gotta say.
But today I'm just here to assist my fellow dogs to soon welcome a new dog into the pack, Shannon.
All right. Well, I like it. All right. Now coming in hot with their own statement, it's the gents led by the big O. What you got, dog, regarding Shannon's status as a gent? Go ahead, Owen Stingley.
All right. Just a quick rebuttal to some of the things the dog said. I heard a lot of, we all know what Mr. Hyde has done. Well, that's not really an argument. Because what if people don't know? I don't know what you're referring to. I'm going to need some hard facts that we can debate on. All right. And then as for Mr. Hyde himself, was he ever really not considered a gent? No. No one actually thought he wasn't a gent. It's just something you tease him about because he gets mad about it. But if we go back to the founding of the gents and the dogs, who was there from the beginning? It was Mr. Hyde. I would argue that he was the founder of the gents. That's all I have to say.
Or later. Next up, I want to call. Let's keep this train going. So let's get Skye Waters onto the stand now. If you'll do the same thing as Chante and put your right hand over your heart. Now, do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right. Now, so Skye, you obviously have a very unique relationship with Shanon, right? With the man in question when compared to the rest of us, right? Like to say it's a little bit more intimate. You've seen him in specific certain ways, but nonetheless, your input is very important to us, right? So, would you say during your time together, did he treat you like a gentleman, or was he more doggish in nature?
You see, like you said, I'm a little biased because we did date, but I think overall, looking back on it, I would have to say he was a little more doggish than Gent. If I'm honest.
Yikes.
You said honesty on the table, and that's what I'm giving you. Yeah, write that down.
In what ways? We need we need some facts.
So I feel like a lot of it is just because the influence of his fellow dogs in the baseball team, like Sammy, Chunk, George. I don't know, the things he'd say sometimes. It was like 4 years ago, so it's not really fresh in my memory. But
right.
I think he chose a lot of the boys over me sometimes, so I gotta put that there too.
All right, Big O, I saw you wanted to say something. What do you have in response to that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We need some harder evidence, like written records of this stuff, specific phrases.
Literally anything specific, yeah.
What do you mean,
like Instagram posts like that?
Is there any specific quote or like something specific that he said?
Actually, before that, I just have to say one thing. I have to say one.
1 second, Shan. 1 second. Let Big O ask the question. Go ahead. Ask the question again for Skye so you can hear.
Yeah. So, is there any one quote that Shanon said that you can remember where he sounded like a dog?
I cannot. Not off the top of my head, no.
Okay.
Damn it,
no
Skye.
further questions.
Okay, very well. Dogs, y'all are up. What
Johnny,
do you got,
please,
Skye?
can I say something on the Gent side, please? Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. First
Go
of all,
ahead.
I am completely caught off guard by Skye's response to that question. I'm not sure if she's just saying this like as a joke or something, but I treat her with nothing. I've never treated girls like that in my life, to be honest with you, with as much respect.
What about Angelina?
I don't.
Order.
That's not.
Order.
You could say that there was some
This is-
dog
this is-
activities going on between them, if I may, Your Honor.
Go ahead. What you got?
Can I finish my statement?
Fine.
Please.
Fine.
I did everything I could to be the best boyfriend that I could, and honestly, we were there for what? How long did it last? I was like 2 months, and then I had to move.
Like 3 weeks.
Maybe 3 months. I think it was like 2.5 maybe. Everyone knew how much I liked you. Everyone knew that I treated you well. No one on the team ever questioned our relationship in that way. That I was treating you like a dog or I was treating you unfairly. No one was saying that I was talking to other people. I mean, it was very clear that we're together and I was committed the entire time. I made Instagram posts on my freaking Finsta every day, just like folders of you, just like random pictures.
Wow,
I was
Finsta, not
obsessed.
Not the real Insta.
I made main posts too. Our prom.
To be
Remember
fair, a lot of the boys on the baseball team did question it. Maybe not to you. Actually, you know about some that did, but a lot like
question
Angelina
what?
up a couple times.
Even if they did question, that was well before we started dating. That was like at the beginning of that year. It was sophomore year that went down. Because by the time the next year happened, all the upperclassmen were gone, and that was out of question.
No, people still brought it up when we were dating. That's when I thought.
I'm sorry that they brought it up, but that's not me. That's not how I treated you. If Sammy's asking you questions about some girl, and I deny them to you every time, so.
Not if I remember
You
correctly.
deny him to
But-
us.
You don't. I didn't deny them to you.
No.
What did I say then? What did I say?
Okay. All right, Shan, you got anything else to say to this?
It is ridiculous. It is like completely. You would think that looking back, you can't
Can I
look
say
back and
something?
change things just because there's no evidence.
Chante, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Go
Okay. Here's one thing that was really sweet. Shanon planned a whole promposal for Skye at one
I
point.
remember that.
Do you guys
I
remember? It was like the baseballs and everything, right?
Yeah, I
Thank
came
you.
up with that idea. Don't let him take
I
the
was
credit.
gonna say,
Oh,
I watched them do it. I watched them do it.
Credit for that.
And I bought
second
the
of all,
flowers.
I feel like that's the bare minimum if you're dating someone. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it not?
Hey, bare minimum. Some people don't get asked. They just assume that they're going together.
Or they
I-
don't get at, or
Didn't we all set that up?
What do you mean
Yeah.
we all? I
Yeah,
thought
I was
it was
there.
Sammy and I.
Skye?
Sammy helped me. I'm not gonna like take that
I
away
was
from him. That
there.
doesn't make a
I
dog
literally have a
make me
video
a dog
of it
because Sammy
making,
helped me.
of making the damn thing on the roof. I have a video of us making that.
Okay, what
Sammy
is
and
that?
I.
How is that against me that you guys?
I was
helped me
about to
out?
give you. I was about to prove you a point to Gent, but never mind.
Why, I know that's not true. You wouldn't do that.
Carry on. Carry on.
Chante, you got anything else to add?
Maybe later.
Okay. Okay. Very well. All right, dogs. You guys have been pretty active. What do you got to say about all this?
Just about Skye's and Shannon's relationship.
Yeah.
This is more of like
Is it focus? Okay.
Yo, can I
No,
like? Can
I
I
would
introduce
say-
a new
Yeah. Let's let Chunk talk. Let's go.
or George? Do you have anything?
Go ahead, Chunk. After, well, yeah. No, never mind.
Go ahead.
Carry on.
Go now.
Okay. Well, Shannon was. I talked to Skye a lot. We lived very close together, as did Sammy. We always rode the bus home, and Skye had nothing but nice things to say about Shannon. You know, Shannon was a very good boyfriend. He was very nice, and that's all I want to say about that. You know,
I do
Aren't you
appreciate
so-
that, George.
Point.
I got you, Shannon. It's the only nice thing I'm gonna say.
I mean, it's just
Anything else? Sammy, Chunk, anything?
Well, I can just remember one time when we used to go to Taco Bell a lot. Go-to item was the quesarito, of course.
quesarito, yes sir.
Yeah.
These are so
420.
fire, bro.
All right, Chuck. And then I can just recall, one time in specific where, the Taco Bell was having this big promotion to, round up your total cost to help some kids out. And I can remember Shannon one day deciding not to round up his extra 30
What? You asshole!
to help the kids, and he put in, it wasn't a big order. It was just, your standard $4.20
$4.20.
quesarito with. And Shannon decided, no, I needed those extra
Fuck them
yennies in
kids.
my pocket. And then that was also a day we ditched or left early for one of our student council meetings. It was Shannon, our junior class president's ideas to leave the student council meeting early. and go get
Objection.
burritos.
That was not my idea. You had the car. You're the one who made that all happen.
No.
I was on board. I'm not saying I wasn't on board. I'm not saying I wasn't on
President,
board.
Let him talk, Shannon.
I wasn't saying I wasn't on board. Sure. I was also the greatest Kubi junior class president there ever was.
Shannon, let him talk.
And it, as we got to practice, it kind of just killed the vibe, knowing that you wouldn't donate those extra yennies for the kids. And, going into a big game week, and I think it was before we actually were leaving for Far East, it was just, it was devastating to see, man.
Sammy, you didn't round up either.
No, I always did.
It was not.
I don't even remember this.
Oh, Johnny, can I have sorry.
Go ahead, Scott. What you got?
Wait.
Hey, well, one second. Shannon, go ahead and text Skye right now. Go ahead, Skye.
Okay.
Okay, since we were talking about like quesadillas and cheese, I just kind of remembered this. There was this one MTCS had like hamburgers at Kubi, right? And I remember me and my best friend at the time, Jesse, and her boyfriend Kai, who was also on the baseball team. I forget his last name.
Johnston.
Oh,
Yes, God.
sorry. Anyways, I can't remember. We all got hamburgers. We went to Kai's car. Kai wasn't even there. He was kind enough. He was such a gent. He gave us the keys to go sit in his car. And then Shannon puts a piece of cheese on Kai's window. It got stuck there. It rolled down the window, then just smeared all over. And he didn't even own up to it. I remember that. That's accidentally. If you ask me.
Dude, Skye was such a good idea, bro. Thank you.
Can I throw something out there? Just
Yeah, go ahead.
hypothetically speaking. What gent tries to get on the Julia Rose show? Gets on the Julia Rose show.
Okay, come on. That was awesome, though. That's not even.
You're in there for one purpose and one purpose only.
I developed a great
shot.
relationship with
What are
those
you
ladies.
looking
It was
at? Her
completely
personality on
professional.
that? Come on,
I
man.
was. Dude, she's a podcast host. She's an entertainer in the podcast world. I
fellow
looked up to her.
podcast
She also showed
Fellow
her
podcaster.
boobs in front of millions at the World Series. Yeah, you're in there.
I
for the
missed
podcast.
that. I missed that.
No shot you did. No chance
Hi.
you did.
You're muted.
I didn't miss it.
Skye in here?
Hi, you're
Kai's
muted.
here. He's muted.
We love
Okay,
it,
hold up.
Shannon.
Just one more thing
Yeah,
while
you
Kai's
really
fixing.
sold the bag, Shannon. Not gonna cap.
Oh, look at him.
He's looking fresh as fuck.
Yes, sir.
All right,
yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Kai. We're talking about a guy who's been a part of Kubi baseball pretty much since he was a fetus. He was Shannon's doubles partner for one of the greatest comebacks in Kubi tennis history and was always on his knees over at third base for no good reason, but we still love him. Kai Grubby. So I want to call Kai to the stand now. You are going to be the third witness. You have, you've missed incredible, trials so far. So what I've asked Chante and Skye to do is put their hand over their heart, right, and answer this question. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Nothing but the truth.
Here we go. Okay. Now, Kai, you've also seen Shannon in an interesting environment. Hopefully nothing like Skye, But I'm, of course, referring to your time as Shannon's teammate and doubles partner on the Kubi tennis team. So you've obviously seen him with two totally different groups of people, right? So would you say his actions in that group was more of a dog or a gently nature?
Well, when I see Shannon, I see two parts of him. And people can change, that there's no one ever stays the same. Like, no matter what, you're going to change. So when I first met Shannon, he was not very nice. I will say that. When my freshman year, when I joined, I was kind of no cap, but we've been through that. Me and Shannon we resolved that. During those times, I do believe he was a dog. And he swore by the dog Bible, and that's
Dog Bible. Come on, man.
I pray that shit every night, boy.
Hey, let him talk. Go ahead, Kai. What you got?
And I people can change. When he met Owen and Isaac, they changed that man. That man became really nice. He was respectful. He was respectful to everyone. He made a couple songs. I think they were one-hit wonders, a couple of them. Gary Come Home was a very, very good remix. I got to say that. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. That was really funny. But that was all in good heart lightness. So I think people can change. I do think he's a gent now. He runs a podcast, and looking like everyone on here's pretty well off. There's no sketchy people that ever come on here. He got the director of Dodea to come on.
He did do that, didn't he?
Like I don't know anyone else could do that. I mean, that's pretty gnarly if you ask me.
That's sweet.
So, I mean, is there any further questions? Like, I definitely 100% think he's a gent.
Okay. So you think that transition? You think once he changed into a gent, he's remained that way since then?
Yes, since then. But you can always change. As of now, I believe he is a gent.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Shannon,
I have a question. For
yeah, go ahead. What you got, Trey?
Kai?
Yeah.
Do you identify as a dog or a gent?
I have no say in the matter. I am on the outside of it.
Interesting.
He's just like a
and an outside witness, I see.
Yes. Yes.
Seems like a little loophole. Go ahead, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, go ahead, Big O. Do you have anything to say from Kai's to enhance what he has said?
I think Kai said it perfectly. And then as for Andrew's loophole comment about Kai not being a dog or a gent, we also have Chante and Skye.
Chante's a damn dog.
Wait, I have a question
any
for
of that
Kai.
has been proven.
But hey, let him talk. Let him talk.
But yeah, I think all of our outside witnesses have had good things to say. So,
Chante, you had anything to say there?
Yeah, I have a question for Kai. Do you remember the videos that he made of Jalen and the ones of Tina and Sammy?
Okay, bro. Okay,
Those
Jesus Christ.
But I think they were praised throughout the
Good
community.
God.
Hold on.
There wasn't anyone who didn't laugh at those.
Okay, they were hilarious.
Dog, what
but,
about
like,
Our manager gets concussed and sent to the hospital. One of her eyes rolls back, and Shannon decides to take a meme out of it. Her face in a neck brace, and Shannon's like, this is a hell of a time to make a meme. Okay. Shannon, you got
Listen. I have something to say. It is satire. It is absolutely satire. It's a meme within the baseball team. Like, it's just like a group joke. we all know we were all supportive of Jalen as a Manny. She was our Manny all year. And even though we gave her a tough time, some of us really loved her, especially Andrew. And I think there was just like a lot of embrace for all of our managers. And it's a meme. It's a meme. Like it's just a joke,
Yeah, but
guys.
the day she's
Like it's
in the
strictly
hospital,
comedy.
that's a little excessive, my
Okay,
friend.
maybe it wasn't great timing, but like she didn't have any hard feelings. If she was on here right now, she'd be totally okay with it.
But what about the one with Jalen and Andrew? The video George took of them.
Who did
Yeah.
laugh at that?
Who took the video?
George took.
Who took the video? The video that George took.
Who did not laugh at that?
I did not laugh at that.
What are you doing, cuz?
Oh,
That's George. That's not my responsibility.
But you made the meme, did you not?
I added an intro for context.
He did not partake in any actions. He did not.
Like, I'm not the one in those towers. Like, I'm not involved in that. My clothes are on.
I remember
I have the meme still.
the Tina's
Hey,
meme,
order. Go ahead, Skye.
when you made Tina's meme. I think it's
That
like a
was
hand.
sweet.
Let him talk.
She came up to me several times. She's like, "Can you please get your boyfriend and take the video down?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" She showed me, and then Shannon came up behind me, and he saw this. She was showing me, and then he laughed. And she came up to me like 3 times after. She kept asking kid to take it down, and it was never down. It was still circulating the whole school.
Can I braid your hair?
Bro, Sammy cheated on Erica with Tina, dude.
Yeah.
You could have.
You deserve the meme at that
Sammy?
point.
Okay.
It's just meme. Like, it's just memes, guys. It's really just
Sammy,
satire.
how do you feel about
Victims did
your
not
former
find it
girlfriend?
like you not
Hold on,
acknowledging.
hold on.
They're not victims. They're just characters in the meme.
felt like a victim.
Hey, one second. Hey, Kai, you had something to ask somebody?
Sammy, what were you thinking about? I don't know if you were dating or a thing with Tina. What were you thinking about this whole situation when it was going on?
Well, one, we weren't dating because she acted like an infant when I was around her. I didn't care, man. I thought it was hilarious. I mean, that bug was squished that day she asked me to braid my hair. And I braid your hair, bro.
All right, well, this has been enlightening. I don't know about you guys. Right now, I'm at a deadlock. I would like to see what George has. Obviously, he's a little biased. But I want to give some last. I want to give everyone a chance to speak their case, right? To speak their last, what their overall opinion is. I don't know if anyone's changed at all. So Shannon, I'll save you for last. I'll go with.
I got a few more questions for witnesses that I'd like to get out. You didn't really give us a lot of time for questions. Okay, first of all, sorry guys, I'll make this quick. You guys can ask questions in response as well. Chante, all you asked Chante was respond to the 2 words. That's clearly set up against me. That is not a fair trial setup right there. I just want to say, yeah, that's not Shantae's fault at all. Chante, you were one of my closest friends for literally like 2 to 3 years I was in Okinawa. We were very close. You drove me a lot of places. I was right there with you a lot of the time. We had some great memories singing in the car and whatnot. Can you speak to what you actually think my character is from those 2 years and not your thoughts on a situation that didn't happen?
Yeah, okay. Well, my thoughts, I thought you were like, when I first met you, I don't know, we just didn't click. I don't think we both liked each other whenever we first met. And then I was like, wow, he's like really mean. You were very mean to me. I don't know. At the start of baseball season, it was like, eh. But then after that, we like became close at Far East whenever you like hid it in my room, you know? Yeah, but
yes.
And all the gents were there. Owen was there. Isaac was there.
Yes. A gent convention, you might say.
I think Shannon, my best time with Shannon and where I feel like I became really close with him was Iwakuni.
A lot of people got close to Shannon and Iwakuni.
Yeah, I was gonna say, disrupting the Mormon community. How bad you want it, Shannon?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Kai. Go ahead.
No, like realistically, we're all friends with him in here, and he's done really good things for all of us. So I think he's definitely changed. Everyone has had bad experiences with Shannon when they first meet him. I haven't not met someone who's had a good experience when they first met him. But he has definitely grown on so many people.
So you think it just takes a little
grew
bit of
into
time,
some people
and
too.
then, and then you go.
Yeah. Yeah, and this podcast definitely has some haters. I can't say that there isn't haters.
Yeah, I'm a hater.
Yeah, and there's this one time whenever Shannon was like, Chante, I need a favor from you. Can you buy me?
Okay, guys,
You
I think it's time
remember
to
this?
wrap up.
Okay.
I think it's
I'm not done speaking.
I think it's
Chante, go on.
And I'm like,
No, I'm done. I'm done.
Don't
I'm
you
done.
have
This is
money?
no.
Don't
I
tell me
don't.
you have
No.
money.
Guys,
And he was
this is.
Can I go? Can I go? Can I go?
This
Johnny, you're
is
muted.
a
Johnny, you're
disgrace.
muted.
This is
So,
not at all.
I
This has
went-
nothing
I went
related.
in the
Chante, I
exchange
asked you for
him.
a thing
Okay,
about my
I'm getting
character.
to
I want
it.
you to
Johnny,
speak on
you're
my
muted.
character, not
Okay,
about a
this is a
single
good story
incident
for
that
you,
literally
Shannon.
has nothing. This is a good story. How's this a good story?
Okay, let me finish.
This is awful.
Okay?
This is the
Let me
worst possible thing
finish.
you could have said.
Having the manager
I invite
buy
you to
That's
this in
not
good
very
hope.
sensitive.
Hoppe, you're muted.
Let her talk, Shannon.
And then I go and buy them for him. Everyone's looking at me. There were people from the school that were staring at me buying these, right? I go buy them. The lady was like, "Oh, you want anything else?" I was like, "No, this is it." And she looked at me like I was crazy, right? I get done. We go to Taco Bell, and he buys me 2 quesadillas. I was very thankful.
Dog
because
move.
they-
Dog move. Dog. Okay.
Sounds like a fair exchange to me.
Yeah, it was it was fair. The quesarito, 2 quesadillas were more than so I was like, cool, I guess.
He held up his promise.
All right, Chante, I want to go back to you. All right, we've heard a lot, and obviously, I want to go from the people that have an outside influence. Like we were talking with Kai, with Skye, and Chante. This is because I'm still at a deadlock right now. So I need to see, Chante, what is your final verdict in terms of Shanon? What is he, a gent or a dog?
Oh, I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
now or never, Chante. It is now or never.
Can I decide last? I feel like that's
Okay, all right. Well, I
fair.
think we all know what Skye's opinion is. Go ahead, Skye. What you got?
He was a good boyfriend. I'm gonna say that. There's no denying that. But his actions were dogly. My final verdict: I think he's a dog.
Very well.
Might not be.
Kai, you still with us? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Kai.
I think I have to go with Gent here. He's been nothing after freshman year of tennis. He's been nothing good. He's been nothing but good. I've been really good friends with him. We bonded really good, and I was sad. I was actually really sad to see him leave his senior year. I wish he could have stayed longer.
I appreciate that.
I like that. All right, so before I go to Chante, who will be the tie-breaking vote, I want to give everyone one last chance to talk. So
Let me go.
Who's going?
All right, Shannon, all about you. How about it? Jeez, man.
Yeah, so
I'm going?
Let's go. What you got?
Me or Andrew?
Yeah.
No,
Go
I'm going.
Okay, Andrew. Go. Andrew, go ahead.
Go.
Yeah, I'm going. Shannon, remember Far East, my freshman year, so your sophomore year. You seem to have a little bit of a discourse with a fella named Eric. You took a pillow and you brutally beat the absolute out of that man with a pillow. You beat you beat him.
But that was freshman year. That was our freshman year. He has since been changed.
Shut up, Kai.
I don't know. That seems like the root of the issue right
It was
here,
with
is
a
that- is that-
pillow.
Yeah,
And then
I
our
did
junior
say it was
year,
with a
didn't you
pillow.
wait, no, didn't you spray? No, that freshman year, didn't you spray Peyton with like the hose of a shower? The shower head, right? Did you try to come in?
They were assaulting me while I was getting out of the shower. I was half
That was-
naked, and they barged in on me. How's that? I mean, that was
Guess who didn't
self-defense.
have the-
Objection.
Guess who
Break off the
didn't-
towel
Objection.
rack and start beating them?
What am I
No,
supposed to do? Just
alright,
take it in the. I knew they were gonna. Did nothing. Damn well, they were stripping everyone else naked and putting their finger. I'm not gonna just let that happen to me.
I don't
Eric
know what
didn't
team
have-
you were on, but that's
Sammy,
that's
you
not
were a
the
part
team
of
I was
that.
on.
Okay.
Eric?
Sean, you got any last words?
Jeez, man. Can I say one? Let me add to that, man. Our Shannon and I's junior year, when we went to South Korea, we had just lost in the championship game, and the team one of the teams in the D2 level had put on all of our doors, run ruled, whatever the score was. Shannon rallied the troops and wanted to go beat the shit out of the team that put it on our door.
As a leader, as a
Yeah,
leader
as a
of
leader.
men.
Oh, they were fishing.
I was there
The
too,
other
so
team
was
into a
Isaac.
bush.
We were all
Yeah,
there.
Owen and Isaac
ready.
were there.
Gents watch out for each other. They protect
That's a
the
dog
boys.
move.
No,
Shove a
that's
baseball and sit
that's
on
what
the
you do
other
for
team in
brothers.
the bush.
That's not a dog move.
That's a
It's a
dog
move.
move.
You
All
gotta
right, I
protect
have
the
to
pack.
go.
Does anyone have anything else for Kai before he's gotta go?
love you,
Kai, I
Kai.
really appreciate your friendship. I consider you a great friend. I miss our tennis days. Thank you so much for everything you said.
Yeah.
Oh, bye,
All right.
Kai.
I hope everyone has a good night. I'm gonna go have fun at this wedding. I can't say that Good night.
Love you,
Bye,
big boy.
Kai.
Chante, what is your final verdict?
Shannon has been like nothing but nice to me in the past like years since like we've met and stuff. He's done some dog worthy things, but in like I think he's a gent, honestly.
Appreciate that.
George, I want to see your list. What do you have? Obviously, it's biased. What do you have on your list?
Nothing. We pretty much covered over the list. And I got one thing to say. Someone who's at my trial who's not here. I'm talking about Max. I just want to pull up a Max point real quick. You know, to tie, make it feel completed. All right. We all know some gents. Owen, Hoppe, Isaac. You know, the one thing they never do is they never swear. Gents never swear. As we can hear from this trial and almost every episode of the Shannon Show, Shannon has a mouth of a sailor. You know, he has a filthy mouth. He has a filthy mouth. And if Max was here, he'd be, gents don't curse. Shannon does. So it just doesn't mix. Shannon's a damn dog. Shannon's a damn dog, bro. He's a dog.
That's ridiculous.
Shannon,
There's
spell
gentlemen.
dog.
There's
Spell
gentlemen in
dog.
the real world who curse all the time, and you know it's my podcast. It's
dog.
my place to speak. That's up to your discretion how you take it. It's just me trying to convey myself, and it's not with any malintent towards anybody.
Okay.
It's not a reflection
Shannon?
of my character.
Here we go. Last thing. I want to see your last words before everyone hears my final verdict.
Some last words.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm sticking to this. I really appreciate everyone for coming. I really appreciate everyone's chiming in and seeing everyone's faces. You guys are all absolutely wonderful, and you guys are gonna be my friends after this, no matter what Johnny says. I tried my best to prove my case today. I really think I'm a gent. I've been a gent since day one, as Owen said. I've been nothing but a close friend with the gents. I've stuck by them. They're literally my closest friends in the world, really, man. They mean a whole lot to me. And it'd be a shame to leave them over some petty little things from high school that are really minuscule in my life today. I don't think that has anything to do with me moving forward. And if anything, I've only become more of a gent through them. And I think that it's a real testament to my character. And just look back. If you want to look at the big picture on the past, even if you really do want to look on the past, I've been nothing but a leader. And that's something I take a lot of pride in. So please, Johnny, go ahead.
Let's judge Mr. Hyde by his character today, not by some of his past actions.
I do like that. I do like it a lot. And as you can see here, you probably can't read it, but I've been taking detailed notes. It's a big T chart, and there at the bottom, I don't know if you can see it, but by a score of 12 to 11, Shannon M. Hyde, you, sir, are a dog.
No!
Oh, let's go.
Are you kidding me? No!
Welcome to the brotherhood.
I don't want to be here. No. I don't like these people. Mom, pick
No,
me
this
up.
is
I'm
definitely not
scared.
getting uploaded.
Oh my
Spell
god.
it. Spell it.
He's a dog.
D-O-G. Jeez.
No. Aw,
This is a shame.
okay.
You're just stripping away the gent community one by one.
You got him,
Look what you guys
Johnny.
have done.
Hoppe
Skye,
just
this is really your
took
fault,
that
Skye. You could have
uniform
saved me today. You just started saying all sorts of
Hey, I was trying to be as honest as I could.
travesties. Yeah, appreciate
Yeah,
that.
we were
Hoppe,
always
I got a question,
honest.
Hop.
Yeah, what's up?
You now no longer being biased that the case is over. What is your opinion on this?
I mean, I know him. I know him. I've done
Come
some
on.
crazy things with this guy. Going up to the hospital, right, and living the life. But I truly believe in my heart that he's a gent, right? I love him to death, and as that part of that group.
100%.
But again, I think just a lot of the evidence here, it just it was close, bro. I told you 12 to 11. So, I'm a man of the people. I couldn't let my own bias, get in the way of it.
Thanks,
I
Johnny.
think any of the gents think he's a gent, so
You know what?
The
If you don't want
case-
to be a dog, Shannon, we don't want you.
Damn, bro.
To be fair,
Ooh.
also the three people you hung out with the most and talked about the most are the dogs: Chunk, Sammy, and George.
I mean, there's
So-
some they're great friends. I'm not.
But
Listen, I'm
Barky-
not like. If there's a gent spectrum, obviously I'm not on the Owen and Isaac scale, like on that side of things.
Oh, not even close.
Oh.
No, thank you. Like no one's arguing that. Like whatever, bro. I
Shannon,
can be
how
friends with
much
dogs.
of this dude, how much of this episode are you actually gonna put on? Realistically,
I don't know,
Nothing.
man.
He's not even gonna put it up.
No, it's
He's
gonna
not even
go
gonna
up,
put it
George.
up.
Shut up, George. You wish I would do that so you can make fun of me. Yeah.
all
Use
I'm
that as the
saying
next
is
round.
you
A lot of
had
work
the,
in
you had the
post.
director of Dodia on here, and you're gonna talk about Chante.
Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Shannon's a dog. Bye bye.